Hey, we are live, and this is a Lorenzo's Music Live on Unfiltered Show.
Yes, it is!
Bam!
Live and unfiltered!
Right there. So this is a practice that we do where we stream live from our studio. And
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. And sorry, we were still talking when we started going live. So we're going to start off with a song that's oldie but a goodie called I'm Doing Fine.
Well, in fact, these are all oldies.
These are all
but
oldies and goodies. So here we go.
This one goes a little like this.
A little man with a bug-eyed grin talked to me about back when and how everybody's been. Me, I'm doing fine. Things that were forgotten for good reason. You cringe to even think about. Someone will remember me. I'm doing fine. I don't live there anymore. Say hello to everyone. I'm afraid I have to go. A helpless wall can't withstand the fall, surrounded by its guilty weight, standing up just to fall down. Me, I'm doing fine. What's good or what's not got me by default, just play it by ear. Guess I'll find out when I'm dead. Me, I'm doing fine. I don't live there anymore. Say hello to everyone. I'm afraid I have to go. I heard it told. Now that I've got old, it's gone and it's forgotten. Till you see them once again. Me, I'm doing fine. An overstocked buffet of your evil ways, yes, liquor will be served. And how's everybody been? Me, I'm doing fine. I don't live there anymore. Say hello to everyone. I'm afraid I have to go. A little man with a bug-eyed grin talked to me about back when and how everybody's been. Me, I'm doing fine. Bam! Yeah!
Blamish.
So I have, oh wait, let me get into the thing here first. So, I don't know why I'm taking the mic off the stand. This is the Lorenzo's Music Live on Unfiltered Show. It is a show. I think it's because I used to just sing and like I would take the mic off and walk around. Anyway, I was in the middle of a sentence. This is the Lorenzo's Music Live on Unfiltered Show. It's a show where we just practice live from our studio. We work on songs. We play songs from our set list. And this particular one is different than that. But, and I'll explain why in a second. What do you got there? You look like you were going to say something.
Oh, I was just going to say it's brought to you by these delicious margaritas that our bass player Cliff made. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Margaritas. Looking for big decisions? Have a margarita.
It helps us play better.
Yes. So that was the song I'm Doing Fine. That's from our Solamente Tres Palabras album. And it's a song we used to do all the time. So much so that I had to write myself crib notes for the lyrics. Not that I had to write out the full one. I just had to write out the first line. Because I know all the lyrics, I just don't know in what order they go.
Sure.
Or don't remember.
That's fair.
You know?
But it was also how we started our set a lot. Like it was kind of like
that used to be our opening song.
Yeah.
All the time. That's right. So,
Binky, dinky, flush it down the kitchen sinky.
what? What did you just say?
An old SNL skit.
Inky dinky, wash it down the kitchen sinky?
Yeah, it's like
I'm unfamiliar with that.
Anytime they would say, I forget who the two actresses were, but anytime they would say the same word, they'd be like, "Jinx, buy me a Coke."
Like
Dinky,
really
dinky,
old
dinky, flush it
Saturday
down the
Night
kitchen
Live,
sinky. The King of France
Oh.
wet his pants right in the middle of the ballroom dance. Hey.
And then they go back to the skit.
Wow. All right. So
Sorry, Lauren.
that's that. And so we are going to be playing
Sorry,
some songs that are
Lord.
actually from our older set because we are doing a request by Eric here because Eric is planning on making a move soon.
Boo.
Moving out of town.
Lame.
So we're doing kind of a
We actually
you call the shots version of it here
I'll
tonight.
be back. I'll be back.
Yeah. So that one being the old opener that we used to do.
As
do
King George used to say, he'll be back.
Yeah, yeah.
King George said that?
Did I just see Eric on
It's a
State Street?
Hamilton reference.
Oh, I never saw Hamilton.
I haven't either. Right.
He'll come back and he won't tell us.
Just some dudes I met.
Yeah, we'll
Just
find
some
out
dudes I
from
met in
somebody
Keys
else
Park.
that you're back.
Eric was back.
That's right.
Clubhouse.
So we got that. And then I guess a couple of announcements. There's still time to make a remix for our new remix release in July. The deadline is next month in June. If you want to remix one of our songs, you can go to lorenzosmusic.blocksonic, which is BLOCSOCIC. No, block is without a K. I'm trying to spell in front of people. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's
BlockSonic isn't a normal
Bravo
word to spell.
Lima.
So anyway, you can go to our
October.
website, and there's a link to it on our website at lorenzosmusic.com.
Charlie.
And you can remix one of our songs, so there's that too. And we're also currently in the process of writing blog posts sharing our GitHub process for sharing DAW files remotely based on a talk that I was going to do in France.
Tom, do you think that would come in handy when I'm on the East Coast?
It might. We'll see. So those are the announcements. And like I said, we are doing some, I don't know where to put my sheet of paper. We are doing some songs that are older songs. Ones where I don't have to play piano on them. So I'm kind of I just get to hold on to this microphone.
That's why you
and
want
try
to take the
remember
microphone
lyrics.
out.
I think
Yeah.
hey, Tom.
I know.
I
You're
would say,
reverting.
well,
You're
I feel
reverting
like-
back
Pick it
to
up.
a previous Tom.
So where's everybody from?
I want to see your best, Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler?
I wanna see your
I don't
best
have nearly
Axl
enough.
Rose.
I don't have nearly enough handkerchiefs.
yes.
Well,
Not
I don't
even-
have them on me. I don't have them on
you
the
are
mic.
severely lacking.
I am
for
lacking in
bandanas or
handkerchiefs.
handkerchiefs.
I keep saying handkerchiefs, and I know it's not handkerchief.
It's not.
Do you?
It's not like some sort
I
of
don't know.
weapon.
It doesn't sound like
That's
it to
right.
me.
I can never
But
say
you know the difference.
Massachusetts. Hey, I said it.
Oh, there you go.
That's always
The exception
Ooh,
that
I
proves
like
the
that.
rule.
Yeah.
I never understood that saying. The exception that proves the rule.
We'll allow it. It's not quite right, but
No, I
Yeah.
didn't think so.
Seriously.
That's because I don't know what I don't understand it. It's like
Uh-huh.
when people say have your cake and
Apparently.
eat it too, and it's like I don't get it. It's right there. If you're gonna eat it, that means you have it.
I think it's too long to explain this podcast right now.
All right. So the next song we're gonna do
I feel
is
we may
one
bore our audience.
that is off of our. I believe this one is off the Schematic album, going way back.
Wow.
Wow. Called "Tell Me That Story."
That was before any of us were in the band, except for you, Tom.
Except for me. That's right.
And Rob was in the band before
It was
that.
post Rob. It was post Rob.
It was
And
pre and
after
post
that.
Rob. It was pre and post. It was Rob adjacent. But we had like two horn players and a different bass player and different guitarist, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So
and a
anyway,
clarinet.
I was doing sound for the band back then.
that's true. You got that going for you,
I
which
did-
is nice.
Yeah, pretty much from the beginning.
Did you like that? I did a
So in a
caddy
way,
shot.
that was
so
really
you got
good.
that going for you, which is
That
nice.
was awesome. That's the Dalai Lama, I believe.
Yes, it was. All right. Let's do Tell Me That
not
Story.
much of a tipper.
No. All right, we'll go into this song here. And this one, I believe, starts with me lyrically. So we go. Tell me that story once again. About that woman and a long-time friend. Joe tries to forget. Oh, I waited too long. But there's no way you can. So come on, tell me once again. Usual Monday at the bar. Typical night so far. Sharing pictures with a friend. You know how it begins, yeah. But come on, tell me once again. Hey, it wouldn't work out anyway. I told myself that every day. It wouldn't work out anyway. Yeah, yeah. I remember her in that brown skirt. The way she stood and it made me hurt. I was a moron to have ever left her. Damn, what was I thinking? Come on, just tell it once again. Her bedroom was so dark I couldn't see. All I saw was a glowing figurine. The moment led to our first kiss. My hand held the back of her head. But man, if this situation didn't happen once again. Hey, it wouldn't work out anyway. I told myself that every day. It's probably better that we went on our own ways, yeah. Hey, it wouldn't work out anyway. I told myself that every day. It wouldn't work out anyway. Yeah, yeah. There's not much left here to be told. Except that our relationship's got old. So what can I tell you? I've gotta move on. As far as I know she did. But I wouldn't mind if our paths cross once again. I love how I always orchestrate the ending of that one, and literally everybody knows their part. Oh, you didn't?
No. We need the cue is very helpful.
Okay, I
We
wasn't
do
sure.
know it,
Yeah.
and it's intuitive, but we don't play it enough. I love all your variety of guitar tones and how they sound on
Thank
that
you.
song.
I wish
they
I
sounded
had more
great.
time to curate them better, because like I feel like I felt like the tremolo could be louder. But that's the problem with like
You've
using
had
like
it
a
louder
tremolo.
at other times.
Yeah, which is weird because like that's the problem with like these onboard effects, I guess you'd call them, because they're in the amp.
Yeah.
Is that they actually cut the decibels. That's what I was doing different. I was hitting my spark on that. That's why it's different.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Anyway,
What's a spark?
it's this.
Just
it's a
pedal?
a booster pedal.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. The name makes it sound like, is that the effect that it does? Is it adds some sort of
It's,
spark?
it's that thing that
no.
happened the first time we looked into each other's eyes.
But
That connection.
here's the thing about it. Like I've not enjoyed this since I've had that spark thing.
Yeah.
Pedal, but I saw that my brother took a picture of Bruce Coburn's pedal board, and he only had like 4 pedals or 5 pedals, and one of them was that spark. I was like, really? Yeah, he makes it work. I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Who's Bruce Coburn?
Bruce Coburn, one of my favorite musicians of all time. He's a Canadian-born musician, singer-songwriter. Yeah, he's put out like 20 records. But yeah, he's phenomenal.
Oh, all right.
He's one of my biggest influences on acoustic guitar.
I'm unfamiliar.
Like him and Steven Stills are my 2 biggest acoustic guitar influences. Yeah.
See, now Steven Stills, I
Interesting.
know.
I always knew Bruce. You probably told me about Steven, but I forgot.
Huh. All right. Well, all right. That one was Tell Me That Story from our Schematic album, which is actually only available on our Bandcamp page. That's the album's that old. That we haven't really put it, like, no streaming services or anything like that. It's only available there.
They didn't exist back then.
That's right. Well, they did. Yeah. GarageBand did. We used to be on GarageBand.
GarageBand's that
Internet
old?
Underground Music Archive. Yeah, GarageBand being, for people who don't know, a music website before it became the software.
Oh,
yeah. It was a music website.
I know why, right?
Boo.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was in a
yeah.
band.
And that's
signed
also
to Garage.
because you were in a band that won a contest there for that. Actually, I tell that story all the time.
And then they hung
on
on
the
to our
podcast.
album
Tell us that
rights
story
for-
once again.
For 3 years.
Yeah. Didn't you just recently get the rights back to that album?
Not recently, but it was a long time.
Okay,
After
yeah.
the band had broken up.
Why is it not up on the sources yet?
Yeah, why is your album not streaming? Your
Because it's
previous
old.
Because
and
it's
I-
old?
Dude.
no one's thought of it.
I think I'm thinking of it right now.
All right.
Can
I
we
love
just
that.
put it
We
up
should
there
put
and
it up.
claim
We
it as
should.
our own?
I think that. Yeah, sorry. We can do this.
Well, now we're working up to the point of the show where we actually work on a new song, and it is a segment called "Working It Out."
Work it out.
That's right. So
This is also where I sit down.
That's right. This is literally a show where we work on a song idea, and we've been currently working on a new song idea that's called Moonlight. And we kind of what happened? What happened? What am I missing?
Do you know how I know these two are old?
Because they sat down right away. Oh, a time to sit. We're gonna actually like
There's an
study
audible
what we're
side.
working on. This isn't a
In my
performance.
defense, I find it's easier to work things out when you can look at the.
It was only
board.
like 40% the sitting and 60% the audible sigh that came out as they said.
That's true. The entire room just kind of went. Ugh.
Could you hear the creaking? Like.
So it's a song called Moonlight that we've been working on, and we ran through it a little last week.
I can only imagine.
And I kind of want to start this week with getting the bass and drum groove out first. And then I want to work on where your horn goes in it too, because I know I showed you the part last time, but we didn't really show you where it goes. So I want to start out with them doing that, and I'm going to play the horn part that's in there, and you and I can follow along so you can get that kind of mapped out, and then I can start playing my piano line.
Interesting. That sounds like I just sit back and sip margaritas.
You can. That's right. This is your show week. This is in your honor. Yeah, so you guys run that rhythm, just keep looping it around, and we're gonna work on the horn line part. Where'd we go? We lost it somewhere.
I think literally all three of us lost it at the same moment.
Did
So
you?
when we all looked to each other, no one had it.
It was coordinated.
It was coordinated loss?
It was planned.
Yes. All right.
It went somewhere.
A conspiracy, you might say.
Yes. One might say. All right. So now
A
let's.
Confederate.
So that felt like we had a good groove on it. Now let's actually try and start the song kind of the way that it goes, which would just be would you? Yeah, I wanted to, so I thought of that too. That's literally what I wanted to do when I was practicing it before. I was practicing my piano line, and I'm like, why am I playing it so damn fast? So I wanted to work on a slower groove, and that was actually another thing I wanted to do. So can you give me a good slow tempo? Because when I start doing the back and forth, it just instantly starts out fast.
I'll try because I want to speed it up too.
I know. It's really hard not to, but it's better when it's not sped up.
You're also playing like really syncopated drum beats. You're not playing anything straightforward. So
Last week we established you guys are playing in 6/8. And I hear it back, I'm hearing it in 3/4. So accenting it.
I was hearing it as 3/4/2. They were saying it was 6/8, and that was kind of the which is it? Because tell you the truth, I said 3/4 because I don't really know 6/8, so I'm not really sure. Like it might be 6/8.
6/8 is like 3/4, but twice.
it's kind of like
I get that. I guess I don't understand why
kinda
there's
like-
a difference.
Kellogg's Crispix. It's crispy times 2.
Enough said.
And it's like Muslix. It makes you go when you can't.
Wow.
All kinds of weird cereal references here. All right. So I liked the tempo you were at there. Yeah, start that out once.
all
I'll,
about
I'll come
fiber.
in with you.
It's about fiber.
Yes. I did it again. The thing where I go, oh shit.
It's weird. It reminds me of I forget which friction. Forgive me, because there's 15 of them. But the one where one of the last ones, is it Melancholy, where it slows down like tape warble?
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's Melancholy.
Like, it's got a little of that feel to it, like because like you're dropping like a quarter, like a half step.
You're right.
And then Rob
and
really,
then it
Rob
kind of
really leaned into it.
Yeah.
You really leaned into
yeah,
that.
because it
You
messed
were
with
trying
the
to,
tempo.
Well, like, where's the one?
So it
Where's
almost
the one?
sounded like that, but in real life,
Right.
You know, as opposed to like
Well,
doing it in post.
Well, and I also heard Rob listening to that particular change that's in the song when I walked in here tonight too. So that's why I was like, I'm going to go into that and see what he does, because there's actually a change in the song that we haven't gotten to yet.
I didn't realize we were doing a change.
That's what I'm saying. So I was just like, I can change, because for the most part, I think it breaks up a little bit. It's got some reverse drum on it, but the parts just kind of break up so they don't interfere with the drums. Like my part just goes, and then I go, sometimes it was years, sometimes it was close, and then it just goes back in.
Curious
Yeah.
too,
That
Tom.
part for you is kind of like a call and response.
Yes, for me it is.
Yeah.
It's not a change in chords. It's a absence of chords in that
Oh,
one.
that's what I was. Yeah. To
I
your
think
point-
so too. I think you guys should do
to
something different.
To Brian's point, maybe
Yeah.
we should.
Total side note. I'm curious though. Is that the same piano tone that you always use? The same patch that you always use, or is it different?
I don't know what I used on that one. I want to say I just used piano.
Compared to what you normally use, because it seems like it's more like mid-rangey and like not as full and like
It's
less
actually
grand-like.
the lowest sounding one that I have. Like we've got this one.
Yep,
there's
no,
that,
which is like parlor.
Yeah, it's like
piano.
I'm about to play Home Sweet Home by
Right.
Motley Crue. That one's kind of the same.
Yeah.
And then there's
No.
all of them are much MIDI. All of them are much higher.
So is that one the other one that you normally play called?
Do you know
grand
how I know
piano?
Tom's old?
Because I just referenced Motley
His
Crue's Home
yeah,
Sweet Home.
Like piano reference. And a piano reference.
Right. But that's what it sounded like. And also sticking with the
Hey,
80s,
Tom,
the
you know
80s
how I know
references
I'm
that I
old?
seem to make. How?
I got your reference.
That you got my reference. That you didn't learn it on Family Guy. All right. Anyway, I don't know if we... I mean, that's about where we're at with this one.
Getting old is a privilege.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's not a right.
Yeah, it's
I don't
true.
know what that means. It's just normally
But
it comes
yes.
after...
I
Don't
think-
tread on my age.
Don't tread on my age.
So anyway, that's that one. I don't know if you guys wanted to do that one more, but that was
No.
essentially where we're at.
I
That's
think-
good
I
enough
think-
for this week. So that
I think we've been
that's the end of our
dallying along
segment
enough.
where we are working it out. Yeah, that thing right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that was that, and that's going to be a song called Moonlight, or at least right now it's called Moonlight, and we're just kind of working on it. So we have one more song on the agenda from Eric's list of songs he wanted to do, and this one was really just, we were asking about the songs, and this one came up, and he said, I don't know if I want to do that one or maybe another one. Then you guys kept talking, and then we never finished, so this one made it on the list because it was the last one we discussed. Like, you guys literally just went off on a tangent. We never finished what we were going to play.
It's hilarious when you send out the list. I'm like, wait, I'm like, oh yeah, we never did decide another one. All right.
Yep. Everybody was like gung-ho about what songs we were going to play, and then we
Do you
got to
want
the
a
third
last
one, and
minute,
everybody's like, what?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anything else? You
Yeah,
can
and
change
it-
if you want.
Yeah. You're good? All right. Well, this one is also from the Schematic album, and it is called I Believe in This, and we will get into that one right now.
Sweet.
I'll cut. You want me to kind of? Yep. You ready? One, two, three, 4, 1, 2.
It's an empty town. Sometimes when I'm down, it really fills me up like the stars above. When your car won't start, finally free to think. There's no shortage of irony or sorrow. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer right here. We come together and at times we reconnect. I believe in this. Just close your eyes, we can see through this. The day will arrive when they'll be rolling out the miles of red carpet just to show how much they care. would be an understatement to simply tell you that I feel what I say won't be true tomorrow more than yesterday. I bet it all on a black horse. Things are going backwards for me, but I'll be fine as long as my car won't start and your stars are out at night. I believe in this. Just close your eyes, we can see through this. The day will arrive when they'll be rolling out the miles of red carpet just to show how much they care. I believe in this. Just close your eyes, we can see through this. The day will arrive when they'll be rolling out the miles of red carpet just to show how much they care. I believe in this. Just close your eyes, we can see through this. The day will arrive when they'll be rolling out the miles of red carpet just to show how much they care. I believe in this. Just close your eyes, we can see through this. The day will arrive when they'll be rolling out the miles of red carpet just to show how much they care. Show how much they care. I can't remember what it is, because then all of a sudden the song fades into one time where it goes.
Yeah, it totally does.
Anyway,
That's a
sorry,
deep-
I went off on a tangent
a deep
there.
reference for.
On the album, that makes sense, but what I just did doesn't to anybody watching. It just looks like I started
Sure.
playing something. It goes into the song
So,
one time.
Like normal.
Yes. Hey now.
Well, plus there's that long piano intro that leads into Tell Me That Story, too.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
that was-
actually in its own
that-
song.
It is, but it feels like it's because the way it leads into it.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
That's Brendan?
Yeah, that's Brandon that did that.
Brandon, yeah.
And then Brandon, not Brendan, Brandon, but I understand the confusion. It's like Tom with an H and Tom with an O.
Thom.
They both have O's, just for the record.
No, the one with an
I-
H is just THM.
I just love that Thom Yorkie.
I am
Thom
so smart.
Yorkie is really good.
SMRT. All right. So
getting
anyway,
dangerous.
that was
Margaritas,
I believe
everyone,
in this.
please.
And just a note, the Brandon that we spoke of before is the one that played the solo on that. I don't think he ever actually had to play that solo.
Yeah, no, because that was terrible. I'm just gonna be the first to say that was just rubbish.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Well,
Anyway.
at least I did it loud.
You did do it loud. You're like, if I'm
You
going
know.
to do it, I'm going to do it with confidence. It's like a new hairdo, you know, just go with it. All right, so that was I Believe in This from our Schematic album, and that was that was the set list that we chose specifically because of Eric's, I want to say demise, but it's not, Eric's departure.
Some kind of D word.
He's leaving,
Yes.
which is the title of this video. I titled it a Beatles song for you.
I might be here next week.
Yeah, you might be here next week. I don't know when it is. I just know that's what we were doing.
I
Sure.
think
He's leaving.
I think you need to come next week. You need to redeem that solo.
need
Yeah,
to.
seriously.
So-
You don't want
That
to
was
end
weak.
like that.
No,
do
that
you?
was. I'm not going out like that.
But
But-
we will actually return next week. We do this every Wednesday night. We stream it live, the Lorenzo's Music Live and Unfiltered Show. I'm going to do this one more time over here. That thing right there. Pump it up. I don't know why I just said pump it up. Now, Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow the band and like it and all that good stuff so you'll get notifications when we go live and also any new music release. So that's the show for